Hello Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Aquarius, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your human's energies. With all that being said, Aquarius, let's get started. How does Aquarius currently view this relationship? All right, Aquarius, so we do have the King of Swords, we do have the Two of Cups, and then we also have the Two of Wands. Okay. Kind of looks like you're trying to figure out somebody's intentions towards you, but you're also trying to figure out, like, okay, should I take this person seriously or should I not take this person seriously? Is this person worth my time or are they not worth my time? Okay. You could be dealing with an air sign strongly, so an Aquarius like yourself, possibly a Gemini, maybe even a Libra or a fire sign or a water sign. But let's look at this person. How does this person currently view? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. All right. This person looks at you like you're a Queen of Pentacles, which is good, which is really, really good. Queen of Pentacles is considered to be the perfect partner card. So this person basically looks at you as somebody who basically possesses everything that they're essentially looking for within a person. In other words, they look at you like you're perfect. For them. But with the Knight of Pentacles to the Six of Cups coming out here, another thing too, this person basically feels like they've known you their whole entire life, even though technically speaking, you know what I mean, they haven't, but they just feel, they just feel like they've known you, their whole entire life. They just feel, God, what's the best way I could describe what this person's going through? They just kind of feel whole and complete with you. Like being with you makes them feel like they're at home, if that makes absolutely any sense. But with the Nine of Pentacles coming out here, I am definitely getting that this is somebody who's very determined to pursue a long-term committed relationship with you. I mean, that is their intentions, when it comes down to you. So that just kind of clears up, as far as like their intentions towards you is concerned. Yeah, they have every intentions for sure, without a shadow of a doubt. They have every intentions of pursuing a serious relationship with you is what I'm gathering. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what else we can get here. How does Aquarius feel? Okay, so we do have the Ten of Wands, we do have the Six of Pentacles, and then we also have the Four of Wands out here. That Ten of Wands energy kind of feels like an energy of you feeling really overwhelmed by this person, your relationship with them. I am definitely getting that this person's going to develop a very fast emotional attachment to you. I am definitely getting that. I'm also getting like a very clingy energy. Like this is that type of person that's going to want to spend every waking moment with you is kind of what I'm gathering. And I think that that in itself might overwhelm you just a little bit. Maybe you're used to like, having me time. Maybe you're used to just, not dealing with people that are clingy. That's definitely a possibility. This relationship between you and this person is definitely going to take some getting used to, because I just feel like this person is very different from what you're accustomed to essentially dealing with. Like maybe you're not used to dealing with people who want to spend every waking moment, you know what I mean, with you, or maybe you're just not used to like dealing with clingy people. Like that's definitely a possibility, but nonetheless, I am definitely getting that you really do like this person, how things are playing out here between the two of you. I just kind of feel like you're just a little overwhelmed by it all. You might even feel like things are moving very quickly here between you and this person. That might even be overwhelming you just a little bit as well. But I do want to look a little bit more into this Ten of Wands energy. Tell me more about the Ten of Wands. Okay, so we have the Death card in the reverse. Yeah, how do I say this? I just don't feel like you were anticipating or expecting all of this. And I feel like that in itself is kind of overwhelming you. It kind of has you kind of feeling a little unprepared, if you will, because you weren't anticipating, right? Or expecting to meet someone that you mesh so well with, like you do with this person. You weren't anticipating or expecting to meet someone that you can actually see yourself building and establishing a life with. You weren't anticipating or expecting to meet someone that you really, really do like, So yeah, you're just kind of harnessing the energy of like, whoa, like I really wasn't anticipating or expecting this. Wasn't prepared for all of this, but you're trying your hardest to just kind of like, go with the flow, take it day by day, things of that nature. But I am definitely getting that your life, it is drastically changing, on you. And because it's drastically changing on you, it's kind of overwhelming you just a little bit. It's like you go from, you know, just being single and alone and having time to yourself to now dating this person. And I think that you kind of know the direction in which this is all kind of heading in, because you know, it's only a matter of time, Aquarius. Like this to me feels like an intuitive hit, dude. Like, you know, it's only a matter of time before they want more out of you in this dynamic here between the two of you. You just know that. And I kind of feel like you're a little overwhelmed by it all because you know it's coming. You know it's coming. You know. You just know. All right. Let's look at this person. How does this person currently feel? Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right. We have the Two of Pentacles. We do have the Devil. Okay. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this. This kind of, oh man, I don't know if I like this. This person kind of strikes me as a type of, this person kind of, I'm just gonna say it. This person kind of strikes me as a type of person that's gonna start to like develop this mentality of, I need to trap them. I need to make sure that they never leave me. They're gonna develop that type of mentality, which is kind of telling me that this person didn't have this mentality prior to meeting you. Okay. I am definitely getting the energy of I have to make them mine. I have to make them mine. And it's like, all right, wait, that's fine, whatever. But this whole them developing this mentality of I have to trap them and make sure they never leave me, I don't find that to be cute, not even a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I do want to look at the let's look at the Devil to the Hangman, shall we? Tell me more about the Devil to the Hangman. Okay, let's do this. There's an overall energy of this person not feeling entirely safe and or secure within this dynamic that they share with you, and I kind of have an idea as to why that is, and I'm going to tell you in a second, but they don't feel entirely safe or secure within this dynamic here between the two of you, hence why they think in their head, right, that, well, if I just turn around and make Aquarius mine, I'll feel better, you know what I mean? And I don't feel like that's going to make them feel better, and that's kind of what's going to lead to them developing this mentality of I have to trap them and make sure they never ever leave me. So I'm just going to give it to you straight. You are coming across as a Queen of Pentacles. This person's showing up as a King of Swords. That's kind of telling me that this person perceives you to be somebody who is better than them in some way, shape, and or form. This person basically feels like they're dealing with somebody who's out of their league, is basically what I'm gathering. Now, keep in mind, okay, even though they perceive you as somebody who's, you know, better than them, right? You know, these are things that they really do admire and love about you, okay? But it makes them feel less than, it makes them feel inadequate within this dynamic here between the two of you. So once this person is able to turn around and make you theirs, they're still going to find themselves, you know, not feeling entirely safe and or secure. This person basically looks at you as somebody who can have any man or woman that you essentially want. Okay. Now, granted, are they glad that you're choosing them? Absolutely. Are they glad that, you know, you're choosing to invest your time and energy towards them in this dynamic between the two of you? Yeah, absolutely. Hands down, for sure. But it just doesn't, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make them feel safe, you know what I mean? Or secure. It doesn't make them feel like you're never going to leave them or go anywhere. Can you tell me about this person's past? I had a feeling. Okay, well, let's talk. Let's just talk, okay? So as far as like the people that this individual has dealt with prior to you essentially coming along has been people that they consider to be beneath them, is like the best way that I can describe what it is that I'm seeing here. And those relationships have always made them feel safe, has always made them feel secure, has always made them feel like, all right, this person ain't leaving me because I'm like the best thing that could have ever happened to them, yada, yada, yada. You're basically this person's first baddie is like the best way that I can just, describe what it is that I'm seeing here, just to kind of, get down to the nitty gritty here. They're used to dealing with pages. Ooh, child. Yeah, they're used to dealing with pages. Like, they're used to dealing with like, and it's no offense, towards anybody, from their past, but they're used to dealing with like desperate women. They're used to dealing with like desperate men. They're used to dealing with like insecure women or insecure men. They're just used to dealing with people that they consider to be beneath them in some way, shape, and or form. So that's kind of, well, I mean, hey, I think it's safe to say, homie, that, you're the best that this person has ever had, honey. You might want to take a glimpse, at the people from their past. It'll tell you a whole lot, is kind of what I'm getting. I'm also getting that these people from their past, it could just be one person that I'm picking up on, but like, God, how do I explain this? Not to say that you're not like this, but I feel like they just used to deal with like, women that'll turn around and do anything for them. Like, I'll do anything for you. Oh, you want this? Here. Oh, you want that? Oh, here. Like, they would do anything to keep this individual in their life. You, on the other hand, like, not to say that you're not thoughtful or generous, because you definitely are. You definitely are, hands down, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. However, you just don't come off to me as like a desperate woman or a desperate man. Like, you're not going to be like, oh my God, like here. Like, I'll do anything to keep you in my life. Like, it ain't that deep. You know what I mean? Like, a Queen of Pentacles doesn't need a man or a woman for anything. You know what I mean? Like, if a Queen of Pentacles involves themselves with a man or a woman, it's because they want to. Not because they need that person in their life or anything like that. It's because they want to be with that person. Not because they need to be with that person, because they want to be with that person. But this one over here, it's like they were dealing with people that I'd be like, oh my God, here, yeah, whatever you want, I'll buy it for you. Just don't leave me, okay? Like, it's just it's a little much. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a little much. Okay. It's like they don't want you to like slip through their fingers. You know what I mean? I don't know, dude. I don't find this to be freaking cute at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. This whole like, I must trap them and make sure they never leave me. That's kind of fucking scary if you ask me. But that's just me. You know what I mean? It's a little scary, but... all right, cool. Not cool, but you know what I mean. What actions... Okay, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the King of Cups, and then we also have that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's just like, if we compare, okay, if we compare you to all these other chicken heads they've ever dealt with, honey, you might as well be fucking Beyonce. You might as well be. Or let me think of a dude. Daddy Yankee. God took his time with that man. Daddy Yankee. If you don't know who Daddy Yankee is, definitely Google the man. God took his time with that man. But you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of telling me that, like, oh man, it's like it's like a night and day type of situation. Like, if we're comparing you to like the chicken heads they've dealt with, oh my God. It's a night and day type of situation. I understand why this person never wants to lose someone like you, but damn, to go as far as to try to trap you, that's a little spooky. Not even a little spooky. That's extremely spooky. Extremely spooky, for sure. I mean, this person's falling for you, and they are falling for you fast. And very soon, they're definitely going to push for more out of you in this dynamic that they share, with you. Yeah, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Hands down. They're not going to tell you this, but I do see them telling somebody this. But they're gonna have a conversation with somebody, like a family member or a friend, and they're gonna tell that family member and or friend that they, you know, that they really do like you and that they're really falling for you, yada yada yada. But they don't feel like they just don't feel like they have much to like offer you and or bring to the table. And that makes them feel very inadequate and very, very insecure. But I feel like this person's like, oh, like, come on. Like, you know, if they're talking to you and they're getting to know you, then that must mean that they really do like you. Like, don't allow your insecurities, you know, to get the best of you, you know? And they're not going to allow their insecurities to, like, get the best of them. I see this person pushing for more out of you in this dynamic that they share with you. Absolutely, hands down. But it's not going to get rid of them feeling less than. It's not. It's not. And that's why I see this person developing. They're developing this mentality of I must trap them and make sure they never go anywhere and or leave me. Like, which I mean, it makes total sense as to why they didn't have this mentality before, because it looks like all they were ever doing was dealing with a bunch of fucking pages. But I mean, nobody's trying to trap a page. Nobody. You know, no one's trying to do all of that, okay? A page is not somebody who has much to fucking offer anyways, but you catch my drift. Like, I don't know, dude, just saying. What actions will Aquarius take towards this person or moving forward? Okay, we have the Sun. You're experiencing mixed emotions here. It's like a part of you is like, a part of you is happy because what's being revealed to you, right, is like, oh wow, like this person's really serious about me. Like, oh wow, like this person really does want to be with me. Like, oh wow, like this is amazing. This is awesome. But then we got this, which is something that I really want to look into. There's just something about this that's kind of like, hey, how do I say this? Like unsettling to you. Yeah, let's use, yeah, I like that word, unsettling. Yeah. Tell me more about the Five of Wands. Well, I can see why it's a little unsettling. Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, let me break this down real quick. It kind of looks like everything's going to be good / great between the two of you for a little while, is what I'm gathering, which is really good. Which is really, really good. However, this is what I don't like. With, what is that? The Five of Wands in the reverse to a Strength card in the reverse, okay? Then we also have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse to the Three of Swords. How do I explain this? The reality of the situation is that you're dealing with somebody. God, how do I explain this human being, man? Like, you are a reflection of everything that this person is not. Let's just put that out there. You're a reflection of everything that this person's not, okay? And that makes this person feel, yes, inadequate, insecure, but also very, very threatened at the same exact time. Threatened in the sense where they fear, right, that somebody better might come along and try to take you away from them, right? Now, with all of that being said, okay, I feel like the only reason why this is happening is because they're not going to be able to trap you in the ways that they were hoping they would. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, this person turns around, makes you theirs, boom. And then they start pushing for the two of you to start a family, hypothetically speaking, right? Well, you might not feel comfortable starting a family with this person. You may not. And I think that the next route that this person's going to attempt to take is to try to like, how do I say this? It's like they're going to try to like bring you down to like their level, you know, is kind of what I'm getting through their actions and their behavior. Because it's like turning into one of those things where it's like they're looking at you like, damn, like, okay, like you're the prize to be won. And once they are able to like capture you, because I do see them being able to essentially capture you and pursuing the relationship and the life that they essentially want with you, that's when they're going to start to do things that are going to make you feel like Like, you're not all that in a bag of fucking chips, but you fucking are. You know what I mean? Because the only person that I see, no offense to them, the only person that I see that truly is the prize to be won here is you. It ain't the other way around. Because you got way more to offer, you know, to this table than they do. And that's just the reality of the situation. And they know it too, because look at how they're showing up. Okay. Something about you is making them feel less than. You're a reflection of everything that this person's not. You feel me? So it's like they go from making you feel like you're the prize to be won here to like making you feel like you're not the prize to be won here. And it's in the name of wanting to like bring you down to their level in hopes that it'll make them feel better being with somebody of your caliber. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because at the end of the day, it's like an insecure person is always going to make the person standing right next to them feel insecure, especially if they're the reason why. You know what I mean? If you're the reason why this person feels so insecure because you're a reflection of everything that they're not, they're going to turn around and try to make you feel very, very insecure within yourself. And I keep getting it's through their actions that are going to lead you to essentially feel this way. I just kind of feel like this. I feel like this person's getting involved with somebody who's out of their league, aka you. And it just kind of looks like they just can't fucking handle it. You know what I mean? Because they have to deal, right, with another man trying to take you away from them, or another woman trying to take you away from them. With all these other chicken heads they've ever dealt with, they didn't have to worry about none of that, because who the hell's gonna want them? Nobody wants pages. Sorry, nobody wants pages. Nobody does, okay? But everybody wants a Queen of Pentacles. Everybody wants a Queen of Pentacles. Absolutely. The Queen of Pentacles is considered to be the perfect partner card for a reason. You know what I mean? So it's like this person thinks that, okay, if they can make you feel insecure within yourself, you ain't gonna go nowhere. You're not gonna see your value. You're not gonna see your worth. You know what I mean? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And I feel like that's why you're experiencing this all of a sudden, like, it's an energy of feeling unsettled, you know, by this whole new chapter / cycle. And it's because of this. Like, they're either gonna say something or do something to make you feel like you ain't the prize to be won here. It's them in some way, shape, or form, which is fascinating, because this person is showing up in your life as a King of Swords, and this relationship has them feeling like a King of Pentacles, which is something that they're not. So that's kind of telling me that if this plays out the way that I see it playing out, this one over here, in some magical fucking way, is going to fool you into thinking that they're actually the prize to be won here, when in all actuality, they're not. They're not. They're not. And they're doing all of this because the reality of the situation is that you're better than anyone that they've ever, you know, been romantically involved with. They fear losing you to another man or another woman, because the thing is with them, it's like, if they can see your value and your worth, so can the next man, so can the next woman. You feel, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't like this. Like, and this to me kind of feels like, it feels very premeditated. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if I can't trap them via marriage, I'm just gonna like try to like do things to make them feel like they're not all that in a bag of chips, even though they are. I just need them to feel like they're not. Like, I just need to make them think that they're not. You know what I mean? Like, because if I make them think and feel like they're not all that in a bag of chips, like, they'll probably never leave me. So yeah, okay. Sounds like a fucking plan. Like, this feels very premeditated. Like, don't get me wrong. I think that this person's very blessed and fortunate to deal with a woman of your caliber or a man of your caliber. Very blessed and very fortunate. I will give them that. Okay. But this whole, like, let me make them feel insecure, you know, let me make them believe that they're not all that in a bag of chips, so that way they never leave me. Oh, and let me try to trap them too. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles. I just think that you're too intuitive for this shit. Like, let me explain. Like, I feel like the moment this person tries to like push for the two of you to have a kid, push for the two of you to get married, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like your intuition's going to kick in and tell you, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And you won't. And you won't. And it's going to cause this person to feel defeated, because the thing is that they just want to like get out of this place of discomfort that they find themselves in within this dynamic that they share with you. They just want to get out of that discomfort. They don't want to fear that you're going to leave them for another man. They don't want to continue to fear that, yeah, their whole fear is like, you know, either like a better man coming along or a better woman coming along, because they already feel inadequate within this dynamic with you. So then there's that. But it's like they just don't want to continue to feel this way. And in their head, they kind of feel like, all right, boom. So the only way that I can find myself not feeling, you know, insecure or worried that they're going to leave me for another man, I must trap them, you know, because if I trap them, they're not going to really leave me, right? They're not going to leave me, you know, for another man or another woman, you know. And I don't even know how this person plans on trapping you, whether it's via marriage, some type of contract, or baby, as if people are not out here getting divorced left and right, as if people, you know, aren't out here co-parenting or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like this whole, like, if I trap them this way or that way, they're never going to leave me. It's like, let's just be for real. People are getting divorced left and right. I'm pretty sure there's somebody somewhere getting a divorce right now, and it's probably getting finalized as we speak. Like, or there's people out there, you know, as we speak, you know, co-parenting, you know what I mean? Like, this whole, I must trap them so that way they never leave. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. Because regardless if you start a family with this person or not, or get married to this person or not, if you want to get up and leave, you will get up and leave. And that's another thing too, the way that they're deciding to go about this. I mean, they're going to end up playing themselves in the end is what I'm gathering, because that's the thing with a Queen of Pentacles, right? A Queen of Pentacles is somebody who knows their value and their worth. The moment somebody starts treating the Queen of Pentacles in ways that they feel like they don't deserve to essentially be treated, the Queen of Pentacles will cut you out in a fucking heartbeat, and they won't even think about it twice. You're an Aquarius. Your cutoff game is phenomenal, so much to the point where it should be illegal, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? So it's like this whole, let me make them feel insecure, let me do this, let me do that, so that way, you know, they feel like they're not all that in a bag of chips, even though they are. I mean, they're gonna end up playing themselves. Because the moment this person starts treating you in ways you feel like you don't deserve to be treated, you're going to cut them out of your life, you know? But again, it's like, I think that this person's my bad, I ran out of storage. As I was saying, it's like they're approaching this entire situation like they would every other like chick or every other dude. And mind you, we've already established that this person has dealt with pages, okay? Like, pages are people that tend to make a lot of poor decisions, you know what I mean? So anyways, I say all of that to say this. I think that this person thinks the moment that they push for like a baby with you, right? You know, they feel like you're going to be that type of person that's going to be like, oh yeah, sure. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're a very responsible person. You know what I mean? If you don't feel like you're ready for a child for whatever reason, you're not going to go off and do that. You know what I mean? See, with everybody else I've ever dealt with, they can sit there and tell this, you know, that person like, oh, we should have a baby. They'll turn around and give that person a baby, because pages are people that are very desperate they'll do anything to keep a man in their life, anything to keep a woman in their life. You are far from a desperate woman or a desperate man. So I don't feel like they have anything to worry about when it comes down to like losing, you know, you. I mean, okay, we get it, you know, you're their first baddie. We understand that, but it's like they're kind of taking things to a place that they don't have to, you know what I mean? Like, they really don't have to. Like, they don't have to trap you, you know? They just have to treat you right and show up in the ways you need them to show up. If they could just treat you right and show up in the ways you need them to show up, you ain't going no damn where. But all this extra stuff that they're doing is going to be the reason why this person ends up losing you. Because the moment that you start to kind of notice this person treating you god awful, I mean, the list goes on and on, you're going to cut them out of your life in a heartbeat. You're not a page. Like, you're not going to respond how their ex would. Oh, please don't leave me. Please, please, please. You're not going to react that way. Like, you're not. You are not. Like, you're not like them. You know what I mean? Like, you're just not. And I think that they're going to quickly realize that. So, as far as like this person trying to trap you, just be careful. I'm not really worried about you though. I'm gonna be real. Like, I feel like you're a very intuitive person. Like, the moment this person starts pushing for like a baby or marriage or whatever the case may be, that your intuition is gonna kick in and tell you exactly what to do, and it's gonna tell you don't do it. It's kind of what I'm getting. Don't go off and start a family with this person. Don't go off and get married to this person. Don't do it, because when something doesn't feel right to you, you're not gonna do it. You're not going to do it. So, well, FYI, fair warning, all right? So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.